Hi students, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to see rate of chemical reaction. As I told you in previous video, we'll continue with the rate of chemical reaction. See, in this, reactants gives you products. Okay, so initially, if you see the concentration of the reactant, concentration of the reactant, it will be high. Okay, it will be high. And what is the concentration of the product? Concentration of the product initially it will be 0. Okay, and as the reaction proceeds, what will happen to the concentration of the reactant? The concentration of the reactant, as the reaction proceeds, the concentration of the reactant decreases. Okay, and what will happen to the concentration of the product? Increases. Okay, concentration of the product increases. So when we talk about speed or rate of the reaction, when you talk about speed or rate of the reaction, time is a important factor. Okay, when you talk about a speed or rate of the reaction, time is a important factor. Okay, so in a reaction, we can check the change in the concentration. See, I told you, right, as the reaction proceeds, the concentration of the reactant decreases and concentration of the product increases. So we can check the change in the concentration of the reactant or product based on time. Okay, in how much time there is a change in the concentration of the reactant and product. Okay, so that will give you the rate of the reaction. Clear? So how much in how much time there is a change in the concentration of the reactant or product will give you the rate of the reaction. Okay, so we can write change in concentration. So that one we can write an expression. So we can write change in concentration upon time taken, upon time. So this will give you rate of reaction. Okay, this will give you rate of reaction. Clear? And this I told you, right, reactants gives you product. Okay, and when there will be a change in time, so that change in time is represented as del T. Okay, what is this del T? It is the change in time. Change in time. So change in time, how will you find out this change in time? T2 minus T1. Okay, and next, I told you about change in the concentration of the reactant and product, right? So how will you write that? Del R. Okay, so what is this one? This is the molar concentration of reactant. Okay, so how will you find out the change in concentration? That is R2 minus R1. Okay, so this is what the molar concentration of the reactant. Similarly, you can write it for product. Change in that product, change in the concentration of the product can be written as P2 minus P1. Okay, so this is what for the product. And what is the rate at which this reactant disappears? Understood? What is the rate? What is the rate at which this reactant disappears? So if we are talking about, if you are speaking about rate in terms of reactant, that is the initial concentration of the reactant and final concentration of the reactant. Okay, so as the reaction proceeds, what will happen to the initial concentration of the reactant? The reactant concentration will be constantly, it will get decreased. Understood what I'm saying? So if you are talking about the rate of the reaction in terms of reactant, so what happens? Reactant, so this reactant, when the reaction, as the reaction proceeds, the concentration of the reactant, initially it will be high. Okay, after that what happens? It will be constantly, it will get decreased, okay, to give product. So what happens here? The reactant is used here to give the product. Okay, so and one more thing, the final concentration. See this one, this final concentration, what is this R2? R2 is the final concentration and R1 is the initial concentration. Okay, so this final concentration, always it will be less. Final concentration, always it will be less, because this is the initial concentration and this is the final concentration. When the reaction proceeds, the concentration of the reactant constantly it get decreased to give the product. Okay, so this is the final. So this final, always it will be less, and initial, always it will be high. Okay, and so to find change in the concentration of the reactant, what you have to do? We have to take the small value minus this high value. Okay, so to find the change in the concentration of the reactant, what you have to do? You have to take small value minus high value. That is, what is it? Small value R2. What is it? High value R1. So R2 minus R1 you have to take it. And here you are subtracting small value, that is high value, from small value. Understood? You are subtracting high value from small value. So definitely you will get negative value. You will get negative answer. You will get negative value. Okay. But if you take rate, that cannot have cannot be a negative value. Okay, so that cannot be a negative value. What is rate here? Change in concentration upon time taken. So this is what? Negative. So this change, that is small, that is R2 minus R1. You are subtracting high value from small value, so definitely you will get negative value. This R2 minus R1 will be negative, but this rate cannot be a negative value. Okay, and if you are doing this R2 minus R1, that is what the change in concentration, right? R2 minus R1 upon time. So this also will have negative value. Okay, this and all will have negative value, but rate cannot be negative. Okay, so whenever we are talking about rate in terms of reactants, it will you have to give negative sign. Okay, you have to give negative sign for this. Then this rate will have positive value. Understood? So change in concentration upon time taken, that is change in concentration is R2 minus R1 upon time, will gives you negative value. So when you are talking about rate, that is change in the rate of rate in terms of reactants, always you have to give negative sign. Okay, you have to give negative sign, then the rate will have this positive value. Okay. See, on another one general example I'll give you. See, when I'm walking from one place to another place, the speed or rate always it will be positive. Okay, the speed always it will be positive. Definitely, the rate cannot be negative. Clear? If I'm walking from one place to another place, my speed that will be positive. That rate cannot be negative. So that is what you have to understood. That is the concept you have to understood. You should know here. Okay, and so when we are talking about the rate of the reactant, what you have to do? You have to put negative sign. Okay, and so here what expression you have to write? Rate of disappearance. Rate of disappearance of reactant is decrease in concentration of reactant upon time taken. Reactant upon time taken. So decrease in the concentration of the reactant, so that you can give by minus del R upon del T. Okay, so this change in the decrease in the concentration of the reactant, what is this? This is nothing but change in the concentration, that is R2 minus R1. Okay, and therefore this rate will have, if you are writing like this, the rate will be having positive value. Okay, so this is what about reactant. So in next video I'll tell you the rate of reaction in terms of product. Okay, so if you take in this in terms of reactant, so this reactant gives you product. If the concentration, see in this, if you are talking about the change in the concentration of the reactant, means what you have to write? You have to write negative value. Okay, you have to give negative sign, then the rate will be positive value. Okay, and this rate of disappearance of the reactant, that should be expressed like decrease in the concentration of the reactant upon time taken, so that you have to represent as minus. So this this is the change in the concentration of the reactant, so you have to write negative, okay, upon del T. So you have to be very clear with this concept. So based on this concept, when we are doing numericals and all, it will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, so in next session I'll give you rate of reaction in terms of product with graphical explanation.